There it is, with Kyle Lowry carrying it proudly, the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy, and the team that gets to keep it for the next year, the Toronto Raptors. Their victory parade yesterday, all the way through the city, and what a day of celebration it was, with a turnout north of 1 million people. It's a day, though, that critics now say almost went south because of lack of preparation. Let's talk about all of that with somebody who's been covering the Raptors all through, and she's back at Nathan Phillips Square for us this morning. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Heather. Where the cleanup is underway, we've got some sweepers going through Nathan Phillips Square right now, cleaning up the mess left by the huge crowd that we know was packed in here yesterday. And let's talk about, though, the latest update on what happened yesterday in terms of the unfortunate incident of violence, the shooting that occurred during the celebrations yesterday, Heather. The police today appealing to the public's help for information. People, if they have photos or videos of the incident or its aftermath, being asked to upload those to the Toronto Police Service. They've got a link on their website. They're also just asking anyone with information to call police or to call Crime Stoppers. At this point, we don't really have any further information this morning in terms of updates. We've reached out to Toronto Police, so waiting for more updates, but we know that 3 people were arrested yesterday very quickly after the shooting occurred, about 3:45 in the afternoon. 4 people were injured as a result of the shooting. 2 firearms were recovered. Now, Toronto Police Chief Mark Saunders says he is satisfied with how quickly his officers responded to this situation. Take a listen to what else he said last night.
We have the ability of transitioning into a security event if necessary. And in this particular case, because of that quick apprehensions and the fact that we're able to control the situation to the best of our abilities in a short period of time, the event was still able to go on.
And it did go on. It was going on the stage back there behind me, Heather. So the people at the front of the crowd didn't really know what was going on back here where I'm standing. I'm going to show you where the shooting happened. It's just beyond those white trucks there at the corner of Bay and Albert. So that whole street was clogged with people, as was this area. So when the shots rang out, all of those people started running this way. It was a wave of people who made their way out on the street, out this way. I was up there where that Sportsnet tent is. I could see the crowd below me fleeing the scene. People falling to the ground, getting trampled. After it was all over, there were lots of shoes strewn about the pavement, bags that were left behind. So obviously some scary moments for the people in the crowd, but the ceremony kept going for a little while before they realized that something had happened. And that's when Matt Devlin, the Raptors play-by-play announcer, came on stage urging the crowd to stay calm, saying an emergency situation was going on, that it was being dealt with, and then the ceremony quickly resumed. But definitely some moments of panic and quite a scary scene for the people that were close to the shooting back where I'm standing now, Heather. Overall, yes, a joyous celebratory day yesterday, but it was marked by that incident of violence.
And other incidents, notably in Nathan Phillips Square. I'm just looking over your shoulder and I'm thinking of the arches and people climbing those arches and some of the other problems that occurred with so many people in that confined space. There are questions now being put to the city and organizers, Megan, about just how prepared they were. Was it sufficient? What is the city saying this morning about that?
Well, a spokesperson for the city, Brad Ross, saying overall things went pretty well yesterday, considering the sheer number of people that were out in the streets. You mentioned the estimate there, Heather, and how quickly this was put together. He's saying overall things went well, but yes, things did not go on time. The parade was delayed by over 3 hours. It started at 10. The rally here at Nathan Phillips Square was supposed to start at 12:30. They didn't get here till 3:30. A lot of people waiting in the sun, complaining about not having access to water and bathrooms. But I can show you right here, there's a water truck right here that was trying to keep people hydrated. But some people didn't want to leave their spots, so they couldn't get to the washrooms, get to water sources. But the city saying that they are overall satisfied with how things went, but that lessons can be learned and that they will be doing a post-mortem in the days ahead, Heather.
Let's listen to a little bit about what Brad Ross said to us, okay, Megan?
I wasn't sure we had time for the clip, but yes, let's roll it if we have it.
There's always lessons to be learned from an event like this. It has been, unfortunately, a rare event to be able to hold in this city, and we're grateful that we would be able to do that. And the planning was, I can tell you, was intense. I mean, it was nonstop for a number of days to get to where we got to. Can we do things differently next time? No doubt. You can always improve.
Yeah, and he did say that one of the complaints was that there weren't enough barricades set up along the parade route, Heather, and that meant that people clogged the streets surrounding the buses as they made their way through the streets, and that's why it took so long for the players to finally get here to Nathan Phillips Square. But Brad Ross also praising the crowds for their patience throughout the day.
Megan, thank you so much. We'll check back with you there in Nathan Phillips Square. That's our Megan Fitzpatrick.